Hello and good morning and welcome to the third and final session of our National Fitness Day session celebrating exercise and health with UK Active to move more people more often. So what we're going to talk about today, may I first of all introduce the lovely Marianne, and she's one of the dedicated MolyFitters, and I'm excited and it's a pleasure to have you here. So as some of you may know, for the last 20 weeks I've been doing MolyFit Live to improve walking, and because of COVID restrictions it's just been me in the studio looking at the back of Gemma's head and our cameraman Arif. So it's lovely to have someone to interact with, so thank you for coming.
You're very welcome.
So
we're going to look forward to this.
Thank you. So we're going to talk about today is the NHS guidelines for activity are that you should do at least 150 minutes of moderate activity every week or 75 minutes of vigorous activity every week. And we're going to talk, well, what is moderate activity? What is vigorous activity? And how do you know if it's moderate or vigorous? And how do you do it safely? And that sort of thing. So that's why I've asked you to come in, which you've kindly agreed to. So let's talk about moderate activity. So the easiest way to know how vigorous or moderate your activity is by going by heart rate, using a heart rate monitor or something like that. And for your age group, you want to be working between 96 and 128 beats per minute. Okay, well, obviously you haven't got a heart rate monitor, so the easiest way to gauge it is with moderate activity. When you're exercising, you want to be out of breath but able to hold a conversation.
Yeah.
Vigorous activity, you know it's vigorous because you can only speak a few words when you're doing it, okay? And if we go on the guidelines, you want to be, if we break it down to, the week, 7 days in the week, you want to be doing about 20 minutes of moderate exercise every day and 5 minutes of vigorous exercise every day. So the other way is the rate of perceived exertion, the REP scale. Now, with that, it's a simple scale of 0 to 10, and most trainers will say, right, on a scale of 0 to 10, where are you at the moment? 10's very, very hard, 0's no effort, and you gauge where you are. Now, for my second book, I've modified it, the MolyFit scale of perceived exertion. So number 1 would be, I'm not even trying. Number 2 would be, I'm trying a little, but if I'm honest, not very much. Number 3, well, there might be some effort involved. Number 4, well, I'm getting a bit warmer, and that's where you want to start, number 4. So that's where sort of moderate exercise is. Number 4, you're feeling yourself get a bit warmer. Number 5, well, something's happening. Number 6, I can feel my muscles and my body is letting me know. That's like getting it on. So that now we're moving more into vigorous activity. And number 7, this is vigorous. I'm starting to sweat, but I'm still talking and breathing. And number 8, have it! I can really feel it happening now. So, and number 9, breathing is getting difficult and I'm not sure how long I will last. We don't really want to go over that because the next one, number 10, crikey, I hope my affairs are in order. So you want to, for you when you're exercising, you want to go in between 4 and 7. Moderate is 4 and vigorous is 7. So that's 3 ways you can engage the intensity of training. So if we're talking about exercise, how do you increase intensity? Well, there's 3. So let's take walking for example. So walking is a great moderate exercise. So with that in mind, you want to go for 1 20-minute walk every day. Okay. Now the way you increase the intensity of walking is either walk faster. So walk really fast until you can just about not hold a conversation, but you're still breathing. You can either start walking up steps, that will increase intensity, or walk up an incline. So take yourself to a mountain and off you go for 5 minutes. Now, we've spoken outside this session and you've got a bit of a breathing problem. Talk to me about that.
Well, 2 years ago, just over 2 years ago, I had a terrible virus which showed all the symptoms of coronavirus, but this was before it hit everybody. And I was ill for weeks, and I ended up almost hospitalised with pneumonia. So obviously, and I had an awful cough. And it took me months and months and months to really get over it, but it left me with shortness of breath.
Okay.
So I imagine the pneumonia has scarred my lungs, I don't know. But it has improved slightly, but it's still an issue.
Okay, and how does it impact your day-to-day life?
Well, when I walk, I find that I get breathless fairly quickly. So that limits my walking at A, distance, and B, vigour. You know, when you talk about increasing,
Yeah.
I can't go fast.
And has it left you with less energy throughout the day? Do you get fatigued? How does that affect you? At night, are you absolutely knackered, or?
Yes,
Okay.
I usually am.
Yeah.
But I must admit it has lessened slightly, so I'm hoping things are improving. But it is beginning to bother me.
Yeah.
Because obviously I'm getting older and I don't want this
Yeah.
to become a huge issue in later life. So yes, it's a bit scary really. So I want to improve my fitness
Okay, and that's it. That's
and my breathing.
easily done, but you have to factor that in when you're exercising. So obviously, if you've got a condition where you're struggling for breath and you go and do flat out your 5 minutes of vigorous activity,
Yeah.
you know, A, you're not going to be able to do 5 minutes of vigorous activity, and B, because you push yourself too hard, it's going to take a good part of the day to recover.
Yeah.
And the other thing you've got to bear in mind as well, if you are working to heart rate, or you're using the RPE scale, or just going on your breathing, don't forget that medication can also increase and lower blood pressure and heart rate and that sort of thing. So you've got to factor everything in. So the easiest way of doing it is just think and listen to your body, feel what's going on, and try and relax. So when you start exercise, not so much moderate exercise, but vigorous exercise, the body basically goes, "Whoa, we're exercising, quick, get more air in." And then you start breathing, and then we get into then we get into a habit where we're taking short, shallow breaths.
Yeah.
When we're taking in short, shallow breaths, we're building up carbon dioxide in our body, so it makes us breathe even more. So what you want to do is you just want to relax. Don't let your body dictate how you breathe. You tell your body, right, this is how I'm breathing. Slow, deep breaths and work to the rhythm of your breathing. And that's what we're going to look at today. So we're going to do some moderate exercise, and then we're going to step it up to some vigorous exercise. Or, I mean, the NHS guidelines say activity. So exercise is an activity, but activity can be anything. It can be gardening. So, just deadheading the roses and doing gentle weeding, that's moderate activity. I mean, you get a spade and start digging a hole, that soon becomes vigorous activity. So, you don't have to be marching on the spot and doing press-ups for it to count as an activity. It can be many things. So basically, the activity is just something that gets your heart rate up and gets your muscles using.
Right.
Gets you using your muscles rather. So let's get you up. Okay, and we're gonna go off the rate of perceived exertion and also how you're feeling. Okay, and we're gonna, we'll talk all the way through, and then we can gauge your conversation through the routine. So if we just start marching on the spot, and we're just going to do that for 30 seconds. So, perfect, you're a MolyFitter, so you know to swing the arms and keep the core on.
Yep.
Good. So nice deep breaths, so don't let your body start going, oh! Nice deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good. So how does that feel?
That's okay at the moment.
Yeah, so do you think you could sustain this for 30 minutes?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, all right, let's narrow it, 10 minutes. That sort of thing. It's basically moderate exercise. It's something you could sustain for a while.
Yes, I think I possibly could.
And you can see that you can hold a conversation.
Yeah.
So this is moderate exercise.
Yeah.
So let's now try and take it up with a little step to the side. So you're just going to step this way, step towards me. Okay, yeah, we don't want $1 million baby moment.
No.
So, step towards me, and then step back that way. Step, good. Step, good. So just pick the feet up, nice and light, swing the arms, and we're going to do this for 30 seconds. Step, so just nice and relaxed, deep breaths. So how does that feel?
Not too bad.
So if you
More
just...
than the last one.
Good. So the reason that is, when you're marching on the spot, you're using bigger muscles. Step into the side, you're restricting the muscles you use that you would do marching on the spot. And quite often the muscles here are weaker and tighter, and then it gets harder for you to move in that way. So that's another way of, increasing the activity. Work muscles that you're not used to working. So just keep going. So would you say you're a number 4 when I'm getting warmer?
Yes.
5, something's happening. 6, I can feel my muscles and my body is letting me know. Or 7, I'm starting to sweat but I'm still talking and breathing. Where do you say you are there?
I'd say I'm actually starting to sweat a little bit.
So you can see.
I am managing to talk.
Yeah, that's good. So you're in the middle then.
I'm quite surprised.
Yeah, that's good. But then keep breathing. You've just held the conversation. So I'd say you're still in moderate. Okay, so that's still moderate exercise. So you want to be doing sort of like 20 minutes of this every day. So it can be, you can do like a 10-minute walk, come back, and it doesn't have to be done at once, right? Just relax that, march on the spot again. And that's the thing, it doesn't have to be done in one block. So you don't have to do your 20 minutes there and then. You can do 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, and come back to it. As long as you get it done in the day, it doesn't matter when you do it. So let's try speeding it up a bit. So we're just going to march a bit quicker now, and we're going to swing those arms, keep breathing, try and keep that natural flow going. Again, you tell your body how to breathe, don't let it be the other way around. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, slow it down, back to a gentle march. And how are you feeling now?
I know I've done that.
Yeah, but you can still hold a conversation. So again, we haven't even gone into vigorous exercise. And that's the thing, most people don't realise that actually they're fitter than they think they are. You're not a complete on the scrap heap and all useless. You've got quite a good natural fitness level. So that must be right. Just slow it down and just breathe. Take some breaths, nice deep breaths. So you can see you've got a good level to start from. Okay, if you were really unfit, your heart would be pounding, you'd be struggling for breath. So I would say we haven't even taken you up to vigorous level yet. You're still sort of in between moderate and vigorous. Yeah. So for you to hit that vigorous level, you need to work a bit harder.
Yeah.
Now, body weight exercises are perfect for that.
Right.
Okay, and that's what we're going to do.
Okay.
So, this as well, it's a bit of an all-in-one. So we're going to work on balance, strength, coordination, that sort of thing. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to stand hip distance apart, and now we're going to get your heart pumping and we're going to get you sweating a bit. Okay? We're going to do knee raises. We're going to come up, tap our hands, the opposite hand, opposite knee, like so. Okay? Let's try that. 1, 2, just stay on one side for now.
Oh,
sorry. And then we won't make it too complicated. Okay. Right, let's go. 1, 2, good. 3, 4, 5, 6, keep breathing, 7, and again, another set, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, can you feel the difference?
Oh, yes.
Right? And that's just because your body's gone, huh, because there's loads going on. That's, in your day-to-day, how often do you do that?
Never.
Exactly. So it's more, your body's having to think about it. And that's another way of increasing the activity. If you come out your comfort zone a little bit and ask your body to do things it's not used to doing, that's a great way of increasing it. And what we've done there, because we're going across, we're having to balance. We've got all our body weight standing on one leg, which we're not used to doing. You're moving across and you're tapping, so you're working on coordination. You're trying to keep your core on, stand up, breathe, and everything else. So, and really simple way for you, if I was prescribing you an exercise program, would be, because you can use a combination of the both as well, moderate and vigorous activity, would be marching on the spot, then doing a bit of sidestepping, and then doing some knee raises, other side. So what I think we're going to do a little routine now, right?
Great.
So And just to combine everything,
Okay.
and then if you do this every day, you'll basically cover the guidelines of getting your 150 minutes and 75 minutes every week.
Yeah.
So what I would do before this is go for a walk. So go for a 5 to 10 minute walk to warm the muscles, because you want to be warmed up first. You don't want to go straight into that, because if you're a bit stiff in places and the bigger the movements, the more likelihood you're going to pull something. And we don't, we want to improve your fitness and well-being rather than,
Finish me off.
Yeah, glad you said that. So 5 to 10 minute walk, and start off slowly. And then in the walk, just speed it up and swing the arms and breathe, and start then getting from a moderate walk into a vigorous walk by speeding it up. So by the end of the walk, your heart wants to be going a bit. Then you come back and then you go into the march. And this is the routine we're going to do. Right, let's march. 1, 2, 1, 2. So let's get back to your breathing. So the most important thing I want you to think about on this, because breathing is an issue for you, is breathing. Nice, slow, deep breaths. Don't let your body panic and don't let your body run off out of control. Just breathe. Good. You can control your breaths. That's it. Good. Right, that's 30 seconds. Let's do the side steps. To me first. Step. Step.
I'm not very good at this.
That's all right. Don't worry. Just one step. Step.
Oh, there we go.
Right, let's start again. Take a reset. Right, we're going to go this way first.
Right.
Step and back, step. Good. Step, 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 step. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and again, 2 more sets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and again. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. Back into a march. Good. Feeling all right?
Yes.
Good. So just get your breathing back. Good. That's perfect. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get your coordination going a bit now. So we're going to go heel forwards and back. Other leg, heel forwards and back. Heel, back, heel, back. Heel, back. Good. Now try and swing the arms as well. Perfect. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, oops, 4, 3, 2, and march. Good. Nice deep breaths. Remember, keep those feet hip distance apart. So would you say now you're moving more into the vigorous? So you're starting to sweat, but I'm still talking and breathing. And then number 8 is when we know we're there. Have it. I can really feel this now.
Let me just double check.
Yeah.
Something's happening, definitely.
Yeah. Good. So now let's add, we've been going 2.5 minutes already. So now let's add the knee raises. We're going to go one side, one knee. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and again, same leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, let's swap sides. You should feel the burn now, because it's not an action you're used to doing, so the muscles will be like, what the?
Exactly.
Right? Right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back to a march. Good. So get your breath back now. So you can see you're really starting to get into that vigorous level now. And you're working, what we're doing, we're working the lungs, but we're not going to stress them out to the point where you have to spend the rest of the day recovering. So we're working to your body. So if I had someone else in, I might be working a little less or a little more, depending not only on their fitness, but the conditions. So, when you are exercising, you really want to think and feel what's going on in your body. And obviously, it wants to be not too hard that but it wants to be hard enough that you're getting benefits. So we've done 4 minutes, and we're really going to finish you off now.
Oh, thank you.
Get you right up to the vigorous with a squat and reach. So what we're going to do here, I'll demonstrate.
Oh,
So, we're going to do a body weight exercise, squat and reach as you come down, hands forward, push the bum back, and then breathe and up. So again, if you want to make it a little easier, you go slowly. If you want to make it harder, speed it up. And it's all about the effort and the contraction you put into your muscles. You can take it nice and easy, or you can really thrust into it and tense those muscles.
okay.
It's up to you. Let's do 10 of those. Okay. Nice big breaths. Keep breathing. Keep that breathing going all the way through. Let's go. 1. Good. 2. Good. Keep breathing. 3. Good. 4. That's it. 5. 6. Good. 7. Good. 8. Good. 9. Excellent, Marianne. Well done. Last time. Good. Stay up and just gently march it off. You should, when you're doing vigorous activity, never stop. Okay? Because what happens is, as you're exercising, you're increasing the blood flowing all around the body. If you stop, it would be in your muscles and not in your brain, so you feel a bit faint. Where did that go on? Where did that take you to? Keep marching. Keep it going.
I think that's an 8.
So you can see that's an exercise that you can add in, and you know you can. We just did 1 set of 10. You can do 1 set of 10. Have a little march. When you feel your heart rate goes down a bit, go back to it, and so forth. We've done 6 minutes of exercise. Now we are, we've been in between moderate and vigorous, so I'd say we've been about a 6 and a 7 the whole way through, apart from when you have peaks. So that's excellent. So at the beginning of that, if I showed you this routine, would you be like, oh, I'm a bit worried about that, or would you?
I would be a bit worried about it.
Exactly. So that's why I say give it a go, but listen to your body and give it a go. Those exercise guidelines, although they seem, it seems a lot when you look at the bigger picture, like 150 minutes a week, 75 minutes of vigorous activities a week.
Daunting.
But when you break it down, and remember, it doesn't all have to be done in one go. When you break it down and do it, it's easily obtainable. And I've been a lot of waffle, but if we take the waffle and just got on with the exercise, you could do that in 4 or 5 minutes, and that's hit your goal. So, that's nearly 7 minutes of exercise. Good. So, rest. So whenever you've worked a muscle, you always stretch. Okay, so all the stretches we use, you can see I did a few with my dad earlier, but they're all on my website, MolyFit.co.uk. You can go, so basically all the muscles you work, you then want to stretch. So we've worked all the muscles of the body, so I'm not going to get you down on the floor and do a whole big stretching routine, but after that I would expect you to stretch your calves, thighs, hamstrings, bottom, chest, and a few shoulder stuff. So that's it. That's how easy obtaining those NHS guidelines can be. And you can see from the lovely Marianne, she had breathing difficulties, or presented with breathing difficulties, but actually has done really well, and she smashed it out of the park. So well done, Marianne.
Oh, thank you, MolyFit.
So that's it. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed our National Fitness Day live sessions. Until I see you again, stay well and stay MolyFit.